Hello, Victor here, and here's a second part for these throttle bodies from Wisconsin. Now, I got two units and I have an Egas module from the V12 Mercedes 140. It's a 4-door vehicle. This is the late revision Egas module, pretty much the last revision for the series of these cars, and throttles. Now this one was a replacement unit, although I had to service it a little bit, clean it up, lubrication, check here and there. Now this one was very difficult to do because I had a bunch of issues with it. Well, of course, wires. The biggest one was the motor. That was very difficult, plus potentiometer had problems, and it was a lot of work on this one. The motor I had to do brushes twice. But nonetheless, right now they're on the bench, and just to show you temperatures, it's cold in New York still, so as you can see they're getting to about 90 degrees, as we can see it, about 90 degrees. Alright, Egas module, it's not getting too hot because again it's cold in New York. It's a cold unit. You can see it's 60 degrees in the room. So, nonetheless, units had been energized overnight, and we can take a look at live readings real quick, and then I'm going to actually connect them to the vehicle. I have a car outside, and we'll see what's happening there on the vehicle. Okay, first is first. Control module. The version control module is the one that it says on the case, 8232, which is correct. That's what the case says. I've seen some units where the case says one thing and internals are from different module. It's not right, but yes, I've seen that, which was kind of weird, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go back. Let's take a look at the actual values. And here are actual values. Shutdown activation. Let's just wait. It's going to take a little bit of time before the readings come up. Okay, so what do we have here? 433, 431, very close. That's not a big deal. And potentiometer is the primary 0.49, which is good. So when we open throttles, this is the most they open off the vehicle. This one still needs, I have to double check on the internals real quick. But a wide open throttle, usually I see 1.99. Well, this one is 1.97, not a big deal at all either. So halfway, basically what I need to see is I need to see these to be as close as they can be. 0.02 of a volt is not a big deal, so that's the idea. Next, I'm gonna put them on the vehicle and just connect them to the vehicle, and just to see when the engine is running, I want to see them activate and stay active. All right. Okay, here we come to the second part. First thing I'm going to do is I already installed Egas module in the car, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the engine with rebuilt throttles. These are some other throttles, but I just want to see how well the Egas module holds idle speed. I really don't like these modules. They always have some issues with idle speed, but eventually it stabilizes. I like the early style modules, but it is what it is. So first thing is we're going to make throttles find their positions. Learning. Still waiting. There it goes. that's it. Learning is done. Start the engine. Excuse me. This particular Egas appears to be holding idle better than even the one that came from this vehicle. The C idle goes down quick, and that's a good thing. It's a cold start, by the way. It's 50 something degrees outside, 51, and it's a cold start. So this one it appears to be working very well on the cold start, and that is what I like to see. Cold start is good. Acceleration is there, obviously. This module was bench tested and it seems to work okay. Alright, it's getting dark, so I have to make video with the light flashing through the phone, therefore there are shadows. AC is on right now, and it seems to have AC idle correction as well. Alright, that's pretty good. So next thing I'm going to actually try, don't mind this light, that has nothing to do with the ASR, that's just the sensor or lower harness. There's a problem with lower harness on this car. It's all shorted out and dead. But anyway, acceleration is there, it's good. This car also needs exhaust work. But anyway, one more time. We'll put on the ignition, we'll see the ASR light is present. Start the engine. Yeah. It seems like this Egas drops idle speed pretty good. Yeah, I'm liking this. Very good. Now, thinking maybe I should try to go up and down the street real quick just to see if it actually does cruise control. Alright, well, I guess we'll try it. Everything is everything's okay here. Alright, we'll try to go up and down the street real quick. See if I can get it to speed to get to cruise control, because I might not have enough distance. For this I have to set the camera down, so just don't mind me. Hopefully it's not going to fall. Engine is still cold. The car hasn't been driven in a while. I don't know if anything is... yeah, okay, I guess we can see something out on this camera. And the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna check Egas modules after all. So I'm going to go back. I'm gonna try to accelerate to about maybe 25 miles a gallon, 25 miles per hour. I'm gonna back up. This vehicle has no plates. Have to put plates on it, so I'm not gonna go on the main road or anything. Just gonna go just this very like one stretch, and hopefully I can get it. All right, let's try to go from first gear. I'm gonna hold the camera now. Yep. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, that's what I thought the camera would fall. But cruise control activates. That's great news. Next thing is we're going back and we're going to check up on the throttles themselves. Yep, acceleration is there. Yeah, so I'm okay with the Egas module. Seems to work. Let me go back into a spot, and then we're going to, I'm gonna pause this video actually, and then I'm gonna set throttle bodies on the engine. Show the throttle body, both throttles activations. Just park. Okay, now in this particular vehicle, this throttle body needed to be rebuilt, and it is. Test throttle body is a replacement unit, but again, on this vehicle, this throttle was a replacement unit, but connected is a rebuilt unit. So what I do next is I'm going to put on the ignition and set the camera here. What we're going to see, we're gonna probably see the learning process, and throttles will realign themselves. We're going to also will need to start this engine after all, I think. Yeah, they're stable enough. All right, let's see. All right, so now both throttles are active. Let's just wait for adaptations. Might catch it. There it goes. That's it. Adaptations are done. Now let's do quick action test. Yep, beautiful. Very light, very light. Very light fluid motion, very nice. I'm liking this now. They're actually very quiet because I did the motor on this one and lubricated this one. And this one is a fresher unit than this one. They work quieter than throttles I've seen in my days. Now the last thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna start the engine with these throttles connected. Idle speed is gonna be all over the place, of course, because we have no throttles on intake manifolds. They're just connected on the outside. But I would want to see when the engine runs, I want to see if throttles still activate. So let me try to set the camera a little stronger here. All right, something like this. Let's try this. Okay, like I said, idle speed is high. There is no SR light, and both throttles. Just wait a second. It's still active, so I'm okay here. My job seems to be done. Yep. Both units are active. That's good. And there is still no ASR light because throttles are active, but idle speed is high, as you can see. There it goes. No idle control. Well, because throttle bodies are outside, they're not on the intake manifold. But that's what was proven. That's what I needed to show. All right. So basically, we're okay. Shut the car down. It's way too loud. That's what I needed to show. Basically, I'm okay with this setup. We're good to go. I'm gonna take these out, and my job is done. All right, so this is it. This is Vic. Well, actually, I forgot. This has to be still finished up. I have to tighten up the case, double check internals one more time, and the plate. Realign the plate and call it a day. All right, so this is it. Victor here, RestoreYourMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.